Hello everyone, welcome to Early Edge. If you're wondering what Early Edge is, it's a platform, rather a community that would help you uncover and capitalize on the hidden microcap investment opportunities before they become mainstream. We are not here to provide you any investment advice, rather be your gateway that can help you invest smarter, earlier, and better. If you're someone who's new to microcap investing as a whole, doesn't know what a microcap is, today we are making you understand what a microcap is and how you could unlock hidden wealth in the microcap space. So what exactly is a microcap? Let's decode that. There are over 5,000 plus listed companies in India, and SEBI has not given any definition when it comes to what microcap is. There are three classifications in terms of market capitalization, which is given by SEBI, where when you rank companies in terms of market capitalization, the top 100 companies are classified as large cap, the next 250 companies are classified as mid cap, and the next 250 companies are classified as small cap. No official classification in 500 to 1,000 crores. If you ask within the investing community what a microcap is, they say companies that trade anywhere between or have market capitalization anywhere between 500 to 1,000 crores are classified as microcap. So why is microcap investing so different? Let's deep dive. One is because of the limited information. Often they are flying under the analyst radar, and these companies aren't media's darling. Buying and selling of these stock isn't easy, generally when your asset size is large and it demands a lot of patience and strategy. Higher risk, you could encounter companies which are facing operational halts, financial struggle, legal issues, and that is one of the reasons why they stay in the microcap space. Institutional investors, generally big funds, typically ignore microcap space because just very large, and this creates an opportunities for savvy individual investors. But here is why it's worth the effort to invest in the microcap space. Firstly, early compounding. Imagine you're spotting a giant much before it becomes a big. Early investor can achieve extraordinary returns. Warren Buffett, when he started, he was mostly investing in the microcap space. Second, discovery edge. These are stocks that are often mispriced and few of them pay attention, offering you and investors like us significant upside potential. A 1 lakh invested in the right microcap could vastly outperform large cap over the next decade, 10 to even 100 times your investment. Do you need proof? There are multiple of examples. Avanti feeds grew investors' money by over 50 times since 2010. Aisha Motor was unnoticed before 2005. They called it a sleeping stock, has delivered nearly 100x return. Page Industry, and another example, the maker of jockey undergarments, was so small, less than 500 crores in 2010, has given investor over 70 times return. Having said that, why do you think investing, especially in the microcap space, is so hard? Let's look at this example. It's a real example, by the way. This company has grown its trailing 12-month quarter-on-quarter revenue at an impressive 8 to 10%, and its EPS has grown, and its quarter-on-quarter EPS growth rate was around, again, similar 8 to 10%. That's an impressive growth. Imagine I tell you the stock around 2013 was available at 10 PE. What would you do? If you had done some deep research, you would have actually gone ahead and bought this impressive growth rate. Imagine during this time you've done all the research and the stock shoots up to probably say 25 PE. I mean, most of them would feel a little uncomfortable given the higher valuation. And now let me throw in another bit of information. Imagine the promoter, the main man who just entered the family business, unexpectedly passed away. What would you do? The stock, by the way, fell nearly 10% on that day. I mean, I would panic. Anyone would panic, right? Because he is leading this growth. And also, let me throw in a new information. China has been flooding the market with their cheap imported goods. Imagine this was the news surrounding around that time. Let's listen to legendary investor Mr. Vijay Kedia explain how he held through these phases over the next 10 years and how this company has created enormous wealth for him.
Change your life. I bought one company, one stock out of a few, which really changed my life. I'm talking about one of them, that is Cera Sanitaryware. I bought this company in 2005 or something, around 2005. And at 70 rupees at that time, the price was 70 rupees. And by 2008, before this Lehman Brothers crisis, stock price went up to 225 rupees. And in the crisis, this subprime का जो भी crisis आया, उसके अंदर में stock price fell down to 50 rupees. I held on to all my shares. And after that, उसके बाद में आप ये कंपनी का प्रोमोटर का जो एक लड़का था, जो डायनामिक था, जिसने सारे कंपनी में चेंजेस किए, he passed away. स्टॉक प्राइस फेल डाउन, और वहां से फिर वो 1500 रुपया गया. 1500 से फिर वो 50% जितनी बार भी फॉल आया 50% उसकी वैल्यू साफ हो गई. फिर वो 800 आ गया, फिर वो 4000 चला गया, फिर 2000 आया, फिर कोविड में 4000-4500 कुछ हुआ, और कोविड में फिर वापस 2000 आ गया. फिर लास्ट ईयर वो 8000 रुपया हुआ. और इसके बीच में 1-to-1 बोथ. एंड आई सोल्ड माई रिमेनिंग बैलेंस स्टेक, जो भी मेरा बचा था, मोर देन 1% ऑफ वॉट एवर, आई सोल्ड एट 16,000 रुपीज एट 8,200, माने 16,200 रुपीज. तो मेरे को उस कंपनी में अगर मैं डिविडेंड करूं तो मेरा वैल्यू, मेरा कॉस्ट प्राइस 0 है. तो स्टॉक ने मेरे को 16,200 गुना रिटर्न दिया 17 साल के अंदर में, 16,200 टाइम्स. इट इज नॉट द percentage I am talking about. It is the times.
Let me give you another example. We all know what amazing wealth Apple has created. This example takes you back in the US. When Apple actually founded its partnership, there were 3 partners. Steve Jobs, obviously, Stephen Wozniak, and Ronald G. Wayne. Ronald had nearly 10% stake during when the partnership was initially signed. 10 days later, he went to Steve Jobs and said that he is pulling away from the partnership because he had a failed or a bad experience in a prior investment he made in a startup. He was so close to Steve Jobs, he knew him personally. Even then, he was not able to judge the kind of wealth Steve Jobs would have created if he would have trusted in the promoter or trusted in his ability and just stayed put or invested in him. Why am I saying this? This is one of the main reasons many investors fail. I know many of my friends who entered Bajaj Finance or an Avanti feed or a page industry just to get out of it too early because some or the other news or information came in, or they just felt either the stock was too expensive, or they were just scared, or they just made 2x 3x return and they were just satisfied with it, not able to ride the next 10x 20x or 30x. And this is one of the reasons why we are not able to build that huge wealth. And one of the reasons why this happens is, one is we chase stock tips instead of understanding the business model, how solid the business model is. And secondly, we exit position prematurely because of fear. 2x, we are happy, not understanding that 2x is not the reason why we should exit a stock, rather if there's a fundamental change in business. Thirdly, we are excessively focused on short-term price move instead of the long-term quality. And lastly, there is so much amount of noise that influences the decision that we make. So what are the skills that is required for us to win, achieve the success that we require in a microcap space? One is the vision. Unlike large cap, in a microcap, the companies are small, they're more dynamic. So we need to be more patient with them, but also understand the business and also the promoter's vision in the long run. Stay away from hype and do your homework, proper research. It's very, very important. And finally, and most importantly, is the behavioral discipline. Keep calm. There's going to be a lot of fluctuation along the way. You have to keep calm, patient, and believe that business is more important than the price fluctuation. As long as the business is be put in the stock until the valuation goes wacky, don't exit. So what is Early Edge's promise? So we at Early Edge are a platform where microcap investors can meet, share, and interact with each other and also with the management. We are not here to give you any kind of recommendation, but we are here more to empower you, investors like you and me, to invest much, much smarter. Do join us if microcap investing is a space and is something that is really that you're looking to when it comes to investing, do join us. If you're someone new in investing, this is a platform where you can learn about how you can correctly go about investing in the microcap space. So do support us, join us, hit the bell icon, keep unlocking hidden investment gems. Until next time, let's stay smart and invest early with Early Edge.